Dinar shift. The moment has arrived to focus on a crucial phase that stands between holding foreign currency and realizing its potential value, the exchange appointment itself. For those who possess Iraqi Dinar, IQD, or Vietnamese Dong, VND, understanding the mechanics of properly securing your exchange slot in the upcoming year of 2025 is not just about convenience, it is a fundamental element of a successful and stress-free transaction. Many seasoned holders and newcomers alike often underestimate the strategic importance of this singular appointment-setting action. Yet its execution can profoundly influence the rest of the process. A well-booked appointment acts as the initial, stable foundation upon which the entirety of your financial exchange is built. It dictates the timeline, the required preparation, and ultimately, the overall level of professionalism you experience. We aim to equip you with the strategic foresight necessary to approach this step with absolute clarity. Today, we're dissecting the entire appointment process, delivering a comprehensive, step-by-step framework that is meticulously designed for everyone, from the absolute beginner who is just starting to navigate the world of foreign currency, to the experienced holder preparing for a large-scale, high-value transaction. By the time this briefing concludes, your understanding will extend beyond the simple action of scheduling. You will possess the know-how to navigate common pitfalls, master the art of preparation, and, most importantly, employ techniques to lock in the earliest and most logistically convenient time slot available. We urge you to remain engaged, as the forthcoming strategies are frequently overlooked by the general public, but hold the power to save you considerable time, significantly mitigate stress, and dramatically enhance the efficiency of your exchange experience. In the dynamic realm of currency exchange, where market fluctuations, banking schedules, and policy updates can change rapidly, proactive preparation is indispensable. With international interest and demand for IQD and VND exchange services showing a marked increase, mastering the procedure for securing your appointment slot has never been more critical. The natural consequence of high demand is often a scarcity of immediate availability or extended waiting periods at authorized financial institutions. Therefore, positioning yourself as one of the first to act provides a distinct, tangible advantage. Whether your plan involves a modest exchange for personal needs or involves transactions relating to several million units of potential currency value, possessing a clear comprehension of the scheduling protocol is your safeguard against unnecessary delays, administrative complications, or avoidable stress. The more thoroughly you prepare and plan for this initial stage, the more favorable your overall outcome will be, not just in terms of timing, but in the professional execution of a significant financial event. This foundation of knowledge is your most powerful asset moving forward. Moreover, as we progress through this informational session, we will be sharing highly specific advanced preparation techniques, insights that the average currency holder might entirely miss. These specialized nuggets of information can substantially optimize the results of your scheduled appointment, empowering you to skillfully navigate unexpected institutional obstacles and ensuring that your holdings are managed with the utmost care, discretion, and security from the initial booking to the final settlement. Preparation is the quiet engine of control, and within the context of this thorough guide, we will illustrate precisely how to harness that power. When we look at the landscape of booking exchanges for Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong in 2025, the reality is that the process has become considerably more frictionless and straightforward compared to the procedural hurdles of past years. This notable improvement is directly attributable to widespread advancements in financial technology and a systemic overhaul of customer service platforms across major banks and government-licensed exchange centers. Reflecting on the past, individuals often face the necessity of enduring long physical queues, struggling through complex, confusing manual paperwork, or making numerous frustrating calls to different bank branches in a desperate search for the right location. There was a time when many institutions had not adopted online scheduling, effectively compelling customers to physically visit a branch and simply hope that an exchange specialist was available to assist them without a prior booking. The operational standards of the financial sector have evolved dramatically, transitioning to a digital-first approach that prioritizes the client experience. Today, the vast majority of significant financial institutions, spanning both domestic and international markets, now provide sophisticated, streamlined digital scheduling tools. These are complemented by secure, encrypted verification portals and substantially upgraded phone support systems, all designed to make the booking process significantly faster, demonstrably more accurate, and undeniably more intuitive for the user. It is now common for many exchange appointments to be successfully set up in less than 10 minutes, with immediate, real-time confirmation messages dispatched directly to a client's mobile phone or email inbox. These modern efficiency enhancements are especially valuable and relevant for transactions of substantial monetary value, where the core principles of precision, absolute discretion, and uncompromising safety are of paramount concern to all parties involved. In recognition of the complexity and importance of high-value foreign currency transactions, some forward-thinking banks have proactively established specialized internal departments. These teams are exclusively dedicated to managing exchanges involving larger amounts of foreign currency, such as the dinar and dong. These specialized services often include the use of private, secure exchange rooms, the implementation of enhanced security protocols tailored to asset movement, and access to highly experienced staff members whose training is specifically focused on the intricacies of these particular financial transactions. In the current, fast-moving global environment, the ability to confidently and efficiently book your appointment not only represents a clear time-saving advantage, but also instills a crucial sense of financial security and peace of mind during what could be one of the most significant financial maneuvers of the year for many individuals. The initial and perhaps the most critical undertaking in this entire sequence is the meticulous selection of the correct financial partner. This means identifying a financial institution or a dedicated currency exchange center that is unequivocally authorized, possesses an unimpeachable reputation, and is appropriately resourced and equipped to manage both IQD and VND transactions. It is a fundamental truth that not every bank or exchange provider handles these specific currencies, and the actual availability of these services can fluctuate widely based on your geographical location, the precise scale of your intended transaction, and even the specific date you are planning for. Therefore, the essential process must begin with comprehensive and diligent research to confirm service availability and institutional readiness. To commence this vital research phase, you should begin by thoroughly checking the official websites of major regional or national banks and accredited foreign exchange providers. Alternatively, a direct phone call to local branches is a highly effective method to confirm definitively whether they offer services for the Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong. When you make contact, be prepared to inquire specifically about their official exchange policies, the precise documentation that will be required for the transaction, and whether a formal appointment is a mandatory prerequisite for all exchanges. Some institutions make a point of employing dedicated staff members who have received specialized training to confidently handle high-value or less common foreign currency transactions. Identifying these specific locations may offer the significant added benefits of increased personal privacy, often including the use of secure, controlled access rooms designed for large-scale exchanges. Taking the requisite time to precisely verify the institution's operating hours, understanding any predetermined transaction limits they may impose, clarifying the specific identification requirements, and reviewing their internal processing guidelines will serve as a powerful defense against any last-minute surprises or complications. The deliberate and informed choice of your exchange location is a factor that will profoundly impact the speed, the safety, and the overall outcome of your exchange. A carefully selected and highly reputable exchange center guarantees that your financial transaction is executed with the highest degree of professionalism, maintained in a secure environment, and afforded the level of careful attention that your currency holdings undoubtedly deserve. This foundational step is not merely procedural, it is a strategic decision that shapes the entire experience. Preparation is a state of absolute necessity when it comes to ensuring that your scheduled exchange appointment progresses without any hiccups or delays from start to finish. It is surprisingly common that a significant number of administrative delays occur simply because clients unintentionally overlook essential documents, misunderstand a core requirement, or fail to consolidate all the necessary current information well in advance of their appointment. To proactively circumvent this common issue, it is paramount that you organize and plan to bring at least 2 distinct forms of valid, government-issued identification. This mandatory documentation could include a current passport, a driver's license, an official national identification card, or a military ID, depending on what is most applicable and available to you. For compliance and regulatory purposes, certain institutions will also mandate the presentation of valid proof of your current residential address. This can typically be satisfied by presenting a recent utility bill, a current lease agreement, or a similar official document that clearly links you to your stated address. Furthermore, if you are conducting a transaction that is categorized as a high-value exchange, you may also be required to provide supplementary documentation that clearly validates the source of your foreign currency. Examples of this documentation include original purchase receipts, verifiable bank transfer records, or a formal, signed declaration letter attesting to the currency's origin. It is important to understand that these requirements are not intended as obstructive obstacles. They constitute an integral part of standard anti-money laundering (AML) protocols, which are legally mandated and are designed to protect both you, the client, and the financial institution from illicit activities. Appearing at your appointment fully prepared and with all required documentation in order demonstrates a high level of professionalism and ensures that your exchange can be completed in the most efficient and secure manner possible, without any unnecessary pauses or procedural delays. It is a guiding principle that the more diligent and comprehensive your pre-appointment preparation is, the faster, smoother, and less complicated your actual exchange appointment will prove to be. Once you have successfully finalized the critical step of selecting your authorized financial institution and have gathered and organized every required document, you are then fully prepared to proceed with the definitive action of booking your appointment slot. The scheduling landscape in 2025 has matured significantly, and thankfully, the vast majority of banks and specialized exchange centers now offer clients two primary and equally convenient options for scheduling: digital online booking and traditional phone reservations. If your personal preference leans toward direct, verbal communication with an institutional representative, contacting the specific branch via telephone remains an excellent and highly personalized choice. Before placing the call, ensure you have your complete legal name, your preferred current contact details, the approximate total exchange amount you intend to process, and the specific branch location you have chosen, all readily available. This preparedness greatly assists the staff in quickly determining the best availability and allowing them to prepare appropriately for your scheduled visit. Should you opt for the digital route of online booking, you will typically be prompted to complete a straightforward electronic form that requests similar essential details and, critically, provides you with immediate, real-time visibility into available appointment slots. The online booking option is generally regarded as the ideal method for individuals who prioritize a lightning-fast, highly self-directed, and completely hassle-free process. Regardless of the scheduling method you ultimately select, it is an absolute necessity that you meticulously double-check every piece of information you enter or provide before its final submission. Even seemingly minor errors, such as incorrectly inputting your phone number or mistakenly listing the wrong approximate exchange amount, can inadvertently result in unnecessary operational delays or prevent the staff from making the correct preliminary arrangements for your impending visit. A commitment to accuracy at this stage ensures the institution is fully prepared for your arrival, thereby allowing your high-value transaction to proceed with optimal efficiency and without any avoidable complications. Prior to your actual scheduled visit, it becomes critically important to proactively reach out to the institution and specifically inquire about their preferred organizational method for the physical currency, especially when dealing with unique or less common foreign notes like the IQD or VND. Different banks and exchange centers often adhere to varying internal standards and protocols, and possessing a clear understanding of these distinct expectations can save a substantial amount of time for both you and the staff member assisting you. For example, some banks may explicitly prefer that the currency be meticulously organized into pre-sorted stacks according to its denomination, while other institutions might request that the notes be secured in banded bundles with the specific count of bills clearly and visibly marked on the band. Conversely, some specific centers might indicate a preference for receiving the notes in a loose, unsorted fashion, allowing their advanced internal processing systems to sort and verify the bills with maximum efficiency. These seemingly minor variations in preparation methods are, in reality, crucial factors in preventing delays and guaranteeing that every single note is accounted for and counted with the utmost accuracy. Furthermore, it is prudent to inquire preemptively about any known daily transaction limits that may be in effect or any specific internal management approvals that are required for exceptionally large exchanges. This is because certain banks necessitate additional pre-approved authorization from a manager or senior official before they are permitted to process transactions that involve high-value amounts. In the context of preparing for an exchange, being over-prepared is always the superior and safer position compared to being caught under-prepared. Taking the initiative to understand and comply with these institutional expectations well in advance of your visit not only demonstrates a high level of professionalism on your part, but also proactively builds trust and confidence with the staff who will be dedicated to assisting you. This thorough approach is instrumental in facilitating a fundamentally smoother, less disruptive experience from the precise moment you step through the door. Ultimately, comprehensive and proactive preparation serves to minimize the element of surprise and ensures your appointment remains rapid, highly organized, and completely stress-free, allowing you to focus on the outcome. The factor of security must stand as one of the paramount priorities when one is preparing to exchange any substantial amount of currency, particularly foreign notes such as IQD or VND, which frequently necessitate careful handling, specialized verification, and additional security steps. For this profoundly important reason, it is absolutely essential to proactively inquire about the specific on-site security measures and available protocols at the institution before your scheduled appointment date. It is a common practice for many reputable locations to offer the use of private rooms, specifically engineered to protect your personal privacy and substantially reduce any potential distractions during the critical physical counting and verification process. This discreet environment is provided to enhance client comfort and safety. Additionally, some high-security banks may even provide the option of a security escort, a trained professional who can accompany you to and from your vehicle, especially when the transaction involves extremely large currency volumes. If this important security option is formally available at your chosen location, it is a highly advisable measure to request and utilize it for your own protection. It is also beneficial to consider bringing a trusted, discreet friend or family member along if their presence provides you with an added measure of comfort and a second set of eyes for safety. Of equal importance is the maintenance of absolute discretion in the time leading up to and during your appointment. You should strictly avoid posting any specific details about your transaction or discussing your plans publicly on social media or in other public forums, as this can attract highly undesirable and unnecessary attention to your activities. Carefully plan and secure your travel route so that you are able to travel directly to your appointment location without any unnecessary or extraneous stops along the way, thereby significantly reducing the risk of complications or exposure. By making your personal safety an undeniable priority and maintaining a high level of situational awareness concerning your surroundings at all times, you can dramatically enhance the overall security of your entire exchange experience, effectively safeguarding both your financial holdings and your personal peace of mind. Following the successful scheduling of your appointment, it is a critical and non-negotiable step to ensure you receive a formal confirmation message and then review that communication with meticulous care. Whether this official confirmation arrives through email, a text message alert, or within the bank's dedicated mobile application, you must verify that every single detail is 100% correct and accurate. Specifically, you need to confirm that the scheduled appointment date, the time slot, and the exact branch address are precisely as intended, as even a minor transcription error can unfortunately lead to confusion, significant delays, or even a completely missed appointment. In larger metropolitan areas, many financial institutions operate multiple branch locations within a single city, making the precise double-checking of the exact address a necessary safeguard against avoidable travel issues and confusion. Furthermore, it is a wise practice to bring either a clear printed copy or a readily accessible digital version of your official confirmation with you on the actual day of your appointment. For exchanges involving high monetary value, some institutions will mandate the presentation of proof of the scheduled appointment as a required part of their enhanced internal security protocols. Having this confirmation immediately available not only accelerates the check-in process upon arrival, but also ensures that staff members can quickly and efficiently locate your reservation details within their system without delay. If, upon review, any element within the confirmation message appears unclear, incorrect, or incomplete, you must contact the institution's official communication channel immediately to have the error corrected and verified well ahead of the scheduled time. Taking these seemingly small but vital extra steps guarantees that you will walk into your appointment feeling completely prepared and ensures that your high-value transaction can commence with utmost smoothness, free from any unnecessary administrative complications or check-in delays. The night immediately preceding your appointment represents one of the most operationally important preparation windows you will have, and dedicating focused time to getting every detail in order can profoundly influence the overall smoothness and efficiency of your exchange process. Your final preparation should begin by meticulously organizing all of the legally required documents. This comprehensive collection must include your government-issued identification documents, any necessary proof of address, and any supplementary paperwork directly related to the verifiable origin or source of your foreign currency. Having these critical items perfectly prepared in advance is the best defense against last-minute stress and significantly simplifies the process of moving through security and verification checkpoints on the day your appointment is scheduled. Next, according to the specific guidelines you received from the institution, you must carefully sort and neatly bundle your currency notes. Even in instances where the bank does not explicitly require pre-sorted stacks, having your notes clearly and methodically arranged demonstrates a high level of personal organization, and actively assists the staff in processing your exchange with greater speed and efficiency. Additionally, take the time to carefully plan and confirm your travel route, using current information to check for any potential traffic issues, road construction zones, or severe weather conditions that could possibly impact your punctuality. Completing this comprehensive preparation the night before ensures you can wake up calm, focused, and mentally ready for a highly successful exchange appointment, minimizing anxiety and maximizing confidence. On the actual day of your important appointment, it is highly recommended that you aim to arrive at the branch approximately 10 to 15 minutes ahead of your scheduled time. Affording yourself this small extra cushion of time allows you the necessary space to check in calmly, without experiencing any unnecessary rush or pressure. Upon your arrival, you will typically be greeted by a dedicated receptionist or security personnel who will initiate the first steps of the process and guide you. Depending on the specific institution's internal security policies, you may undergo a preliminary ID verification, a basic security screening, or you may be swiftly escorted to a designated private exchange room that is reserved specifically for the handling of higher-value financial transactions. These standardized procedures are common practice and are fundamentally designed to protect the security interests of both you, the client, and the institution itself during sensitive financial interactions. Maintaining a calm, polite, and well-organized demeanor immediately sets a positive and professional tone for your appointment and helps instill confidence in the staff who are assisting you, enabling them to work efficiently. Once you are seated with the specialized exchange professional, maintain a high level of attentiveness and be ready to promptly present any requested documents without hesitation. Arriving early and being thoroughly prepared ensures that the entire process begins without a hitch and demonstrates a respectful consideration for the institution's valuable time, which ultimately makes the entire experience more agreeable and professionally conducted for everyone involved. As you are seated face-to-face with the exchange specialist, the crucial verification phase of the transaction will formally commence. Your physical currency will be subjected to a stringent combination of visual inspection by the specialist and verification using advanced currency counting and authentication machines. For significant volumes of IQD or VND, this mandatory step may require a noticeable amount of time, as every single bill must be rigorously authenticated and verified to protect all involved parties against the risk of counterfeit or damaged notes entering the system. During this critical verification period, you are strongly encouraged to actively participate by asking any questions you may have, or seeking clear clarification regarding any part of the process that is unclear to you. This transaction is entirely yours, and you possess every right to fully understand how each step is being executed. You may wish to specifically inquire about the precise current exchange rate being applied, any associated service fees that will be deducted, the estimated total processing time required, or the exact final fiat amount, for example, USD, that you will ultimately receive once the exchange is formally concluded. Engaging in open and transparent communication ensures that you remain completely informed and fully confident throughout the entirety of the appointment. Taking an active, informed role in understanding and witnessing each stage of the process not only empowers you as the client, but also actively helps to build a necessary level of trust with the specialist who is diligently managing your exchange transaction. Once your currency has been successfully verified, accurately counted, and formally confirmed, the financial institution is then required to provide you with a comprehensive, detailed receipt that explicitly outlines every single aspect of your transaction. This vital official document will clearly state the total precise amount of foreign currency that was exchanged, the specific exchange rate that was officially applied, any and all fees or operational charges that were levied and deducted, and the final net amount you will receive. The majority of reputable institutions in the current 2025 environment prioritize security and, as such, prefer to execute the transfer of funds electronically directly to your designated bank account. This method minimizes physical risk and establishes a clear, auditable digital record of the exchange. However, it is important to note that some locations may still offer cash payouts upon an explicit request, although these transactions are frequently subject to additional verification procedures or specific internal limits on the total cash amount. Regardless of the final payout method you select, it is absolutely essential that you securely retain your printed or digital receipt for your comprehensive records. This official document is potentially important for accurate personal bookkeeping, for purposes related to income or capital gains taxation, or for referencing in future exchange transactions. Maintaining meticulously accurate records ensures financial transparency and empowers you to track your high-value financial activity effectively over time. The matter of service fees constitutes another absolutely essential component of the foreign exchange process that must be fully and clearly understood before you authorize the finalization of your transaction. Different financial institutions structure their fee schedules in various ways, often leading to potential confusion if not addressed upfront. Some centers may impose a flat fixed fee, a charge that remains constant regardless of the total amount being exchanged. Others, however, utilize a percentage-based fee structure, which can result in a substantially higher cost, particularly for much larger transactions. It is a critical realization that even a seemingly minor percentage difference in a fee can quickly equate to hundreds or potentially thousands of dollars in cost, entirely dependent on the overall size of your exchange. You must always proactively inquire about all applicable fees in advance and formally request a full itemized breakdown of all charges before you grant final approval for the transaction to proceed. If you are conducting a high-value exchange, you should not hesitate to explore the possibility of negotiating the fee structure. Many institutions demonstrate a degree of flexibility and are willing to offer reduced fees or other favorable terms for clients conducting large-value transactions. Those who are frequent customers, or individuals who maintain multiple accounts with their bank. In some specific cases, it is entirely possible for certain fees to be partially reduced or even waived entirely, based on your relationship. Understanding the fine details of the fee structure grants you greater executive control over your financial outcome, and helps ensure you retain the maximum possible value from your diligently planned exchange. In the event that your substantial exchange amount surpasses the institution's official daily transaction limits, you will likely be formally requested to schedule one or more additional appointments to successfully complete the remainder of your exchange. While the necessity of follow-up appointments may initially appear as an inconvenience, these subsequent bookings are typically significantly easier and faster than the initial visit, primarily because your core personal information and all required documentation are already securely on file and stored within the institution's system. This procedural advantage translates directly into much shorter wait times, notably faster processing during the appointment, and overall smoother, more efficient interactions with the exchange specialists. Many forward-thinking institutions will even facilitate the booking of your necessary subsequent appointments before you depart from your first visit, thereby ensuring maximum continuity and client convenience. By strategically spacing your exchanges across multiple appointments when the volume necessitates it, you also effectively grant the dedicated staff adequate and necessary time to prepare, process, and securely handle your transactions without undue pressure. A clear understanding of and proactive planning for the institution's stated daily limits ensures that your entire comprehensive exchange process remains optimally efficient and professionally managed, regardless of the ultimate size of your total foreign currency holdings. This is a pragmatic approach to managing high-value asset exchanges. With the widespread adoption of advanced online banking platforms in 2025, the ongoing management of your currency exchanges has reached a new peak of convenience and accessibility. Modern, sophisticated banking applications now empower you to closely track the incoming funds in real time, meticulously review detailed digital records of the transaction, and receive instant, personalized notifications the moment your exchange is fully processed and the funds are officially finalized. Furthermore, many leading institutions now offer integrated digital tools within their apps for the swift booking of future appointments, checking the real-time availability of branch specialists, and even closely monitoring fluctuations in exchange rates. These continuous digital enhancements not only radically simplify the procedural flow of the exchange, but also substantially increase transparency, giving you complete end-to-end visibility into every stage of your transaction. With all of your transaction data, history, receipts, and confirmations securely stored within an encrypted digital environment, you gain the peace of mind of being able to access any necessary information instantly, whenever the need arises. These powerful and accessible tools have transformed the typically complex process of foreign exchange, making it far more user-friendly and approachable than in previous years, directly helping you to remain exceptionally organized and in complete control of your financial activity. As the world's financial systems continue their rapid evolution toward fully digital, highly automated, and increasingly user-centric solutions, the individuals who remain diligently informed and highly adaptable are strategically positioned to benefit the most from these changes. Possessing a solid and current understanding of how the 2025 exchange process operates for currencies like the IQD and VND not only provides immediate benefits for your current transaction, but also serves as invaluable preparation for navigating future advancements and innovations in banking technology. Every successful exchange appointment you complete becomes a valuable practical learning experience systematically, teaching you the distinct operational procedures of different institutions and fundamentally strengthening your personal ability to manage your significant financial decisions with ultimate confidence and self-assurance. The more actively and consistently you engage with these modern tools and institutional systems, the progressively easier it becomes to navigate future exchanges or to seize other emerging financial opportunities that may present themselves. Knowledge, particularly in this high-stakes environment, is one of the most powerful and enduring assets you can cultivate, and remaining consistently informed ensures that you stay strategically ahead of the curve in this rapidly evolving global financial landscape. And with that, we conclude this comprehensive step-by-step guide designed to make your Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong exchange bookings as easy, safe, and stress-free as possible in the year 2025. From the initial foundational preparation to the final receipting process, every meticulously outlined step is designed to contribute to a smoother, more secure, and highly efficient overall experience for you. Our overriding objective is to fully empower you with the precise, verified knowledge you need to approach your exchange appointment with unwavering confidence, eliminating the potential for confusion or the anxiety that is so often experienced by individuals navigating this significant process for the very first time. If the information and strategies presented within this detailed guide have proven valuable to you, we encourage you to like this video, share this crucial information with any friends or colleagues who could similarly benefit from this clear guidance, and, of course, subscribe to the Dinar Shift channel for all forthcoming updates, deep dive insights, and practical financial guidance that is tailored to your unique currency journey. Confidence in the complex world of foreign currency exchange always begins and ends with accurate, verified information, and our mission here is to ensure you have every necessary tool to succeed. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video with more trusted advice and valuable, actionable updates that are designed specifically for your financial path.